Yo, Nina Lynn is still allergic to accountability. You guys know Nina Lynn got perma-banned on Twitch? Yeah, it's like her 5th perma-ban right now. It is insane. So, she went to in a Knicks fans celebration, even though I don't call that shit celebration because that's mass destruction for no reason. Plus, most people are going out there, acting all crazy. They are loppers. They don't fucking support the Knicks. They don't know the Knicks. They probably think Darren Watkins Jr. is the player. They probably think Jeff Hardy played for them like in the 80s or some shit like that. They all loppers. They're just going to bandwagon. So, Nina Lynn went there as well. She went to jail and she got perma-banned. So, Omizi did a video about it and I wanted to see what Omizi may have for us. And shout out to my Nigerian brother, bro. Let's go.
Want to get on top of that? Can I get on top of that? You guys need a picture? Hold on.
Why did she say fuck Messi?
Don't worry, they're not gonna arrest you. Just chill.
Wait, they arrested her? So the question I'm asking myself, there's a lot of crazy people who do a lot of crazy stuff. Why arrest her for sitting on top of a car when the owner let her to be there, bro? This doesn't make sense. Maybe they arrested her because she's a public figure and her shit was gonna blow up that authorities in New York did something, but in reality, they didn't do shit.
This past weekend, New York City was on fire with two things going on. One, Kai Cenat hosted his IRL Streamer University 2
IRL Streamer University didn't act as crazy as the Knicks fan did, bro.
auditions. And two, the New York Knicks, after 53-something years, finally won an NBA championship. And we saw everybody's favorite streamer out there. We saw Phantom outside, we saw Ty Lil outside, and with the opportunity of Chaos to...
Why don't you want to talk about Sneeko? Sneeko's also a lopper, chat. Sneeko never talk about the Knicks. Never. Never, but when you see them reach the finals, he was LARPing as a Knicks fan, wearing jerseys, talking about how he's a big fan. Like, bro, chill, relax.
To ensue, we definitely saw streamer Nina Lynn outside. Now, I know that everybody kind of thought that we had gotten rid of Nina Lynn from the internet, but that's not the reality of the case. She was just waiting for the iron to be hot in order to strike. She was waiting for the opportunity to be there for her to create some chaos. This weekend proved that Nina Lynn didn't learn anything. She just was waiting for the moment to be right for her to bring her chaotic nature back to the internet. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long
like, what's wrong with being chaotic, chat? What's wrong?
Way for the channel. We are on the road to 200,000 subscribers on this channel, and if it does, when it does, I'm gonna tear up my room like the Knicks won the championship.
I thought this nigga was serious, bro. What's happened to the boy?
Now, back into the video. Now, to be fair, New York City was buzzing this past weekend with an opportunity to win an NBA championship for the first time in 52 years. The fans were going crazy. And when you mix the already chaotic environment with a chaotic streamer like Nina Lynn, you can only expect that you're gonna get something god-awful at the end result. In an attempt to galvanize the crowd, Nina Lynn decided to take to the streets and do the unthinkable. She flagged down an Amazon truck that was passing by and offered him $10 in order to steal/borrow his truck for a moment.
I want to get on top of that. Can I get on top of that? You guys need a picture?
Now, off rip, I don't know what anybody in this situation was thinking. Nina Lynn, of course, because this is dangerous and she could have fallen off. She could have gotten seriously injured. She could have gotten somebody else injured. This was crazy. The cameraman, because he also could have fallen off and gotten somebody seriously injured. And then also the Amazon worker. I'm pretty sure today he does not have a job because he allowed somebody, a stranger, to get on top of his truck because Knicks in 5, because hey, this is an IRL live streamer. I don't know. It's just the silliest thing in the world. Now, I know that the NYPD have been letting a bunch of...
Yo, is that a valid reason for someone to lose their job?
These different things fly, but this is one of those times where Nina Lynn is probably catching herself saying, well, they're doing it, why aren't they getting in trouble too? Because she ultimately gets stopped. Well, the Amazon truck driver ultimately gets stopped after a crowd of people surround the truck and arrest Nina Lynn.
No way. She thought it was helping her to get outside, but they wanted to take her to fucking jail.
Oh, Nina. Now, I'm not gonna lie, they do kind of rough Nina Lynn up as soon as she gets off that truck. That officer, boy, he thought he was on Chicago Blue, NYPD, whatever NBC show they got on television right now, because he was starting to go a little bit crazy. But what's crazy to me is that Nina's facial expressions as she is getting hauled off are almost like questioning why in the world she's the one getting arrested.
Yeah.
Why in the world she's in handcuffs? Why are the police treating her in this situation?
True.
And although I don't know the penal codes, you know, I'm not a lawyer, I can acknowledge that, but I'm almost 1,000% certain that you can do Subway Surfer IRL. You can't ride on the top of a truck as it is going down the streets, as that is, I don't know, dangerous. Hot take, shocking. That's dangerous. You just can't do that. I think it's also worth noting that at this time when she is getting hauled off, her cameraman, who was also on top of the truck with her, decides to do the dash. He decides to take off and leave Nina Lynn for whatever the NYPD is gonna do for her.
Yeah, true.
And I think that goes to
Would
show
you stay
how
right there? Like, would you stay? It doesn't really make sense. Why would Nina Lynn be the one taken to jail when her cameraman was there as well? Like, why? Why this double standard?
people want to be associated with Nina Lynn. It's good for the moment. It's good for the laughter. But in reality, there's consequences that I don't want to face or don't have to face. So I'm just going to skate off and run as fast as I possibly can away from it. Now, as the night progresses, the Knicks win Game 5. They go on to win the NBA championship with that seal of a win. And Nina Lynn had to watch all of it from behind closed doors as a die-hard superfan. She does get released that same night, but you can almost guess how Nina Lynn is going to address the internet after she got arrested for putting herself on top of an Amazon truck and driving down the street.
I ain't even do shit wrong. Yo, tell me what I did anything wrong. The Amazon guy said go in the car. I said, bet, bitch. I go in the fucking car. If you're gonna arrest me, arrest my cameraman too, bitch. That motherfucker ran off. He had my setup.
True. If you're gonna arrest her, arrest the cameraman as well. They were doing the same crime at the same spot on the same car. Why one person to be detained? It looks like this was targeted, though.
He has my tripod, he has my portable, he has my passport. I fly to Bali tomorrow night.
Hey, out of the 63 people that got arrested last night, I was one of the 63 people, bitch. They had 100 motherfuckers on a bus, but they chose to arrest my ass on an Amazon e-truck. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Fuck you.
Why does she got a voice better than mine, though?
That's crazy. Is that crazy? That gotta be racist. That gotta be racist.
Nah, it's not.
That gotta be racist.
Don't go to the race. Maybe they wanted to erase the influences because they wanted to maybe show a face or show an image, but you can't be, it's racism because I believe a whole lot of races were detained that same night. Blacks, Indians, Japanese, whatever.
Asian, like,
It's because I'm Asian, tell him.
literally, it's literally because she's Asian.
It's because I'm Asian. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she wanna get...
No way she pulled the lack of accountability gimmick. Who would have ever thought, right? And then you have some birds passing by, only validating her thought process.
Yeah, accountability
and
left the
logic as to
room,
why
man.
she got arrested. Yeah, Nina, shocker. You were gonna get arrested. Why? Because you were on top of the actual shits. Now, granted, they probably could have got your cameraman too. I get that. But
Yeah.
ultimately, you got arrested and it was just.
Yeah, he did a crime, true. Yeah, he did a crime.
It was rightfully so. Instead of worrying about others, Nina Lynn is worried about why she got arrested, pulling the race card, acting as if she was done wrong, etc., etc. And I think all of this matters because it only validates Kai Cenat's claims just 24 hours before this on top of an Amazon truck situation where Kai Cenat at Nina's Streamer U audition tape said that he was disappointed in her.
Okay, how do you feel going through a lot within the past year? How do you bounce
Okay.
back from that? That's what I want.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Hold on, I knew you was gonna ask me this shit.
You know, it was a little messy.
It was messy. It was really messy.
Nina.
Yes.
It was really messy.
Oh shit.
And I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Content aside, I was disappointed.
Kai Cenat is probably referring to the plethora of incidents and involvements that Nina Lynn has been a part of just a year after the whole...
Try imagine having Nina Lynn at Streamer University, bro. It's literally like having Zoe Spencer, bro. She will take over that shit and turn it to a mess. Imagine Nina Lynn and Rakai, bro. That would be a mess, to be honest.
Streamer University blow up and take off. Streamer University 1 gave Nina Lynn the ultimate green light in the streamer world. And she, after being a part of the event, went to everybody's stream. She was partnered with Agent. I saw her do things with some of the FaZe guys. She was anywhere and everywhere. But that doesn't discount the fact that during that time, she had, I guess, at best, some shaky moments behind her. We're not just talking about the whole Saeed incident in which she groped up on him and pinned him down. We're also talking about the incident with the mom and the daughter at the salon. We're also talking about her actively shoplifting and getting caught on camera.
Yeah, true.
And all the other crash outs and other publicized incidents in between. What it's worth, I do
So
think
basically, she's the female version of Rakai, who's older.
went a little bit light on Nina Lynn last year, but there are many other channels, clipping pages, all these things that covered every step of the way the bad year that Nina Lynn had. She even got kicked out of a group that she was a part of because they were sick of her and her lack of accountability.
Last October, there was a lot of instances that happened with
Is that rice gum?
group member Nina. There was
Let's be honest though, don't you get think like all the Chinese people look the same? Honestly, this nigga right here look like rice gum.
Came out that we just couldn't align with as a group. Because of that, we took a very intentional break from the channel to figure those things out as a group behind the scenes. As the months unfolded, we just couldn't come to an agreement as far as an agreement in values and what we stand for. Therefore, we and Nina have parted ways.
And now, as she sits across from Kai Cenat trying to apply for Stream University 2, it seems as though that past has caught up to her because Kai Cenat is disappointed. Like a lot of her fans were and a lot of other people gave
You nigga talking about Kai Cenat being disappointed as if it's God being disappointed, my nigga. If a God forgives, my nigga, like, oh, Kai Cenat is disappointed, huh? Huh? Kai is disappointed. Kai is a human as well, bro. Come on.
Up to her because Kai Cenat is disappointed. Like a lot of her fans were and a lot of other people who gave her opportunity was. But what really hammers home the situation that happened 24 hours later at the Amazon truck was the things that she responded to Kai Cenat after he had voiced his disappointment about her and her actions.
What did she say?
It was a lot. It was a lot. Even for me personally. And I go through mad shit. So I was like, damn, what do I do? And in the moment, I was like, I did not bust my ass for all this for no reason. Yes, I may have messed up, but I try to do right. So I hit up all these people. I hit them, talk to myself. I said, I talked to them too. I said, hey, is there anything I could do to make it right for you, right? Obviously, they don't have to reply. But what I thought is, the only way I can make it better, I have a platform, right? The only way I can make it better is for them to see the difference, see the changes, and see me be a better person. But at the same time,
okay, she's kind of convincing though.
And I think a lot of people left that exchange saying to themselves, you used your platform, you already seen it, I don't see the change. But if you're saying that going forward, you are going to make a difference, you are going to do things differently, etc., and that's beautiful, that's great. But just a little over 24 hours later, you are in the streets of New York City, participating in the celebration that's going on, but you're also antagonizing a guy who's selling hot dogs at a food truck, and you're also on top of an Amazon truck, causing a public nuisance, being a menace, and ultimately endangering the lives of people. And then you also get arrested. Nina Lynn talked about how she's still gonna maintain her real identity and truth to herself. And I think that that's a powerful sentiment, but sometimes you have to recognize that yourself has destructive tendencies. In this case, self-destructive tendencies. Nina Lynn's self is getting her kicked out of a group, getting her caught up in a shoplifting RICO from Target, getting her into back and forths with mothers in front of their children at nail salons. Nina Lynn's self is the one that's causing all of this nonsense and mess. And I don't know if it's because the cameras are rolling and it amplifies all these things, but this is a point in your life in which you have to get some sort of reality check. You were on an amazing trajectory post.
So this guy also made a another playlist talking about Nina Lynn, bro. This is way too much obsession though.